What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. And this one we're continuing the Let's Build for the custom thingy. This is episode 8, and we're like, really? This has been 8 episodes? Oh my god. Yeah, I'm gonna wait a minute. Should I ping? I should ping, probably. Hold on. But then again, somebody's gonna beat me to it. Second I copy the link, watch. Okay, share, copy link, Discord, uploads, add upload ping, mwahaha, I beat everybody else, mwahaha, mwahaha, anyway. So, last episode... Where were we? How do I get there? More importantly, that's what I need. Oh wait, there's a door I can just use that isn't technically a usable door, but I can use it. There's no door here? Whatever. It doesn't deserve a door. Hello, IDIK. Oh yeah, it is here. Right. Down the tunnel. And into the laboratory. You know, this looks like the hallway huggy kisses you threw at the beginning of 5. Ah, whatever. It all's connecting to the doors on the sides. Right. Did I finish the side rooms? I think I did. Did I? No, I didn't. Hello, Shmeryl. Hello, Gum. Let me see. Which ones? Owl. Hamster. That one done, which would mean that one is also done, right? Because this is the alligator. I think all of them on the side are done. Do I have something through here? No, just wood. High and over. Okay. What was this one supposed to be? Oh, snake, right. I knew that. I could, like, put what each one is on a sign. I'd put it outside. That'd make more sense to have it outside the room. Do I wanna? I don't know, I feel like that would give it away, especially for, like, this one. You know? Well, I guess it wouldn't give away the fact that it looks like this. No, I'm not gonna do it. That's too easy. Hello, Chris. Hello, Dreamy. Hello, Nico. They had a big hamster, yes. That is correct. Okay, the owl. I'm gonna start with the owl, because I have more of an idea for that one, I think. I'm gonna just build a tree, basically. It's... The only reason it infuriates me, Shmeryl, is how many times have I said, right? That it's happening and you just gotta give me some time, but regardless of how many times you say it, people are still going to ask. But it is definitely infuriating, but what can you do, you know? Nothing at this point. Other than just, for me, try to get it out faster. But I kinda can't with the other stuff that I'll rant about later. Not really rant about, but talk about. How do I make this owl not, like, insanely large? Because I want it to fit on this, like, tree branch. You know, I could move this down and have no floor. That sounds stupid, but I kind of feel like that's gonna make more sense. Or at least not have the floor where it is. Because I could pull this down and then have the tree go further down. Hi, Jack. No, this is a tree, you're correct. The owl is gonna be on the tree. Or on a part of the tree, rather. These have all been 5, right? Well, no, not all of them. You're 5, you're a lot more than 5. So I don't need it to be 5. But I feel like the claustrophobia would be better. Because we're not supposed to make or give these animals good places. We're supposed to torture them. So then we get away and push the boat, we spawn in. That's, you know what, completely understandable. How did I mess that up? I just didn't want to do that myself, and I feel like you understand why after you did all that. It's cool, real and high-ender. Hello, Benny. Parts of the tree? I don't really want to go deeper than this, though. I'm not trying to make this Poppy playtime. I'm not trying to go to the Earth's core, you know what I mean? I guess one more level wouldn't necessarily kill it, but I would need to find a reason to go lower than the laboratory, you know what I mean? And I don't really see one arising for me. Sonic after school, hell yeah. Hello, Orchid. I'm thinking about getting Wendy's after stream, but I don't know if I want to go through all that effort. That apple juice tastes weird. Yeah. Surely it's fine. Going to hell because I'm trying to stay logical here. I know. Who would have thought? Maybe I push this over and have a 3-block resting point. I feel like it'd be kind of funny to have the owl's head go through the roof. I might do that. I might have it grow so much it's through the roof. That Allen 2.5 putting black holes across the entirety of it. It's not a bad idea. I think in some situations, though, with that map, you're going to be able to get away with not, you know what I mean? Because you don't necessarily need to black it off if it doesn't need to be. Like, if you have it a specific way. I don't know how to explain it, but hopefully you know what I'm kind of trying to say. You felt good? I thought it was phenomenal. I thought it was the best chapter. It's gotten a lot of hate. Because Mob did something wild. I know, I can't believe they did this. They put puzzles in a puzzle game. Who would have thought, right? But for some reason, a lot of people are complaining about that. But I thought the puzzles were fine. Maybe because I do enjoy puzzles in puzzle game. I know, wild. That is a fat owl. That's slightly better. Microphone next. Good luck with that. Hello, Beaks. Hello, Joe Bima. It's... What is it called? Ivy's Incidents. And it's a grocery store with a laboratory underneath. I have logic for it, and I can't be bothered to explain it all. So... If you want to have, I guess, more information, you can watch the previous streams of the... How do I make the wings? And how do I make this look less like a penguin more? I'm breaking this glass. That's a horror map. You just kind of have an idea and, you know, go from there. The first part of it is getting an idea in your head, though. And once you have one, it's just figuring out how you should make it. I guess. I kind of feel like these would be cool for eyes. One, they glow, and two, they can pass as eyes, definitely. I can have them pass as eyes. That does not look like an owl at all. I need the owl geometry. So for this, I don't think I do. I don't think there's one yet. I'll fix the playlist at some point. I really have to do that. Stubs for the wings. Brilliant. I might look dumb, right? It doesn't look great, but... Alright, so we're doing this already. That's good. Really, really glad. Hello, Darth Piggy. I'm alright. How are you, Beaks? Now we got little feet. And not so little claws. I do apologize. I know the stream is going to lag at some points. My internet has been throwing a fit recently, and I'm not really sure why. So I am... again, I do apologize. I don't really... There's nothing I can do about it. Other than ask it nicely to stop, and... Okay, well, right on cue. That was about as on cue. Wait, owls have ears. That's what I'm missing. That's so true. Although... Technically speaking, that looks like a koala. How would I... They're pointy, aren't they? What if I just did this? Come on. I believe in you. I don't actually, but... It doesn't really solve anything. It's green, so whatever. For now. I didn't think that was gonna work, but... Hello, Sith. I want to make a statue, if that's what you're asking, Sith. Although, I want to do prototype first, and prototype, I'm just... you'll see, you'll see. It's a little unnecessarily large. Nah, I would not. I mean, I would probably do, like, some sort of spin-off thing, you know what I mean? But I wouldn't be the type of game to be like, yeah, let's go for game number 1,012,000 of the series. Penguins don't have ears. It's an owl, not a penguin. Ah, hear me out. What if it was a mall that is a railway into a black hole? You know, that seems pretty on brand. Also, did I say hi, Char? I don't know if I did in the middle of all of the chaos. I think I did, but I'm not really sure. Okay, what should the walls be? Maybe just like black. I'm gonna go black stone because I have an idea. Because if it's in line, I want it to dent out where the owl is, so the owl can breathe a little bit better. Another reminder? I don't need all that, but yeah, no, I do have that in the back of my head. I am... Alright, how are you? I took a walk today, so that was kind of chill. Got out and did whatever. I've been trying to with these nicer days. Just, you know, get out for even only a brief moment, or even if only for a brief moment. I thought it was cool. I wouldn't have made it like that, Sith, if that makes sense. But I thought it was good. He very well might be my favorite horror villain now. Out of games, at least. Is it okay? Is this the same? I'm gonna lose my marbles. So because of my internet just being my internet, to be quite honest with you, I was connected to a specific thing, alright? And that thing disconnected. So I was connected to no Wi-Fi for a minute there. And my OBS started tweaking, everything just like exploded. Yeah, so I had to reconnect the normal thing, and wow, that was something. Like, why? I don't understand. Is it really that hard to just function? Apparently. Oh my goodness gracious. But I think it's good now. I think it is okay. That was something. For sure. I hate it here. I hate it all. I don't really understand. But I suppose I'm not supposed to. Space backwards, all this black. It's the night sky, Chris. If you're talking about this. Hello, Ollie. Just for a map, cheeseburger. You know, a fast food restaurant would be an interesting concept. Although I guess how would you make it different from FNAF would be the main one. So I'm gonna go under the assumption here that these just like got a lot larger than they were supposed to. That's why everything looks like this. But I don't really know. Thank you, Ollie. Ollie, is that a Poppy Playtime reference? Sorry, I couldn't know myself. You might hear that a time or two. It's fine though now, or should be. Guess we'll see how true that holds. Yippee, terraforming, my favorite. I can't. I'm not surprised. I imagine a lot of you here are big PPT fans or Poppy Playtime. Oh my, I'm just disconnecting it. It isn't clearly doing anything if it's not connected half the time anyway. And that's not going to load now, is it? My little mini player. Well, it's not a mini player, it's the Wi-Fi mini player. Boop. Like, genuinely, can it just be okay for one day? Is it too much to ask for? Apparently it is, because, good God. Whatever. My bad if it's like this for the entire stream. Again, you can't really win a fight against an inanimate object, so... I mean, I'm not gonna try, but... You know, it's not gonna go well, I guess, by any stretch of the truth. To save my life. Oh, trust me, I know. The tree chasm or something, I don't know. Very official and real name for this. I mean, I'm making it, so I could technically call it that. Although, why would it need a name? Unless I'm pulling a Poppy Playtime and making 90 different installments, there's no real need for a name for this. It's a hole in a tree, you know what I mean? Streaming? See, I can't check, actually. Because now my OBS says 6 minutes, but no, 22. Since what Over said for 1 and for 2, I just know I started at exactly 2 p.m. Do I want to just have this go down? That'd be interesting. Do I want a bottomless pit or a pit with a bottom? I feel like a bottomless pit would raise more questions. How can I make it like the tree like broke the floor or something? I wonder if there's a way I could do that. I don't want to do a cave. I thought about that. That crossed my mind for a brief second. But I don't really want to pull that move out yet. Maybe we get there, but probably not. Do it like that, maybe? Have a bunch of branches coming out. Too many caves in 1 week? I don't know what you're talking about. There have been no caves this week. Not a single one. Is that good? Sure, that's weird enough. The weirder the better, or something like that. I'm not really sure. Ah, well that's not ideal. Anyone have any comments about the announcement I made yesterday? The backroom stuff? I do, I just don't want to... I'm gonna wait to say anything for a moment. Boop, bloop. Okay. In my room, you're doing what now? You can definitely see the bottom there. Like the name. Thank you, thank you. I battled with it for a little bit when I like had that one in my head because I was like, I don't know, it felt weird to me. But I couldn't think of anything that I found better, so you know, I went with it. I will have to, or I do have to say though, probably some of the most fun I've had making videos in a while, which is good. Hopefully you all will enjoy them as much as I did making them. I've always enjoyed making those kinds of videos. The ones that are just different, you know what I mean? I can do the same thing in Minecraft a million times, and you know, it eventually just kind of loses that interest. But getting the chance to do something different like that is always a fun one. Sure, I mean, you're not gonna really see it, so doesn't matter if it looks perfect or not. You see episode 9 instead of 90? Yeah, it's... Nah, I think the 9 is harder, definitely. I might. It's another, I guess, different idea. Yeah, no, it's pretty much the exact same as that, just back rooms instead. Well, I mean, there are some differences. I'm gonna fill in the corners just because I can. The suspicious grass. How dark are these? This one is probably really dark. Other than the glowing owl that does not look like an owl at all. I think these are messing with me. What could I do instead? My brain is saying flower pots, but... Sure, whatever. I can't be bothered. Hello, stick nodes. Hello, Chevy Blame. Okay, just the hamster left. I'm just gonna make a glorified hamster cage, because why not? Sure, why not? Like you're in Hello Bam Soap, I think. If I'm reading correct. Reading is hard, I don't know. Hey, block? You know what? Sure. I don't like... Wait a minute. There's a better one, isn't there? You... I don't know if it's better, actually. Looks like Swiss cheese. Hamster. Yes. How hamster cage should I go for this? I kind of want to do the metal bars for the walls. But I don't know how I would. That doesn't look dumb. My original thought right now is going to be this. Nah, I won't. I'll probably do plain walls, but paint them like bars, maybe? Where are the holes on this side, by the way? Where are they? Here, you just don't have one. What does and doesn't, then? They all should be on the front side, correct? Okay, like, two of them have some. Okay. The mouth room? The what now? Ah, yes, wet. Don't really know about that one, to be honest. That one shouldn't have. Yup. That's how grammar works. Ah, yes. Wet part. Wait, this one could have one. I don't know if I need one, actually. So I got the dispenser at the top. You need one. And the one I just did probably should have one, since I don't think it's... should it? Nah, maybe not. Maybe it'll have a hatch at the top or something. I've got a hatch in there. Like one in the center of the tree, maybe? I'll think about it. It is not an important issue yet, because I need to finish hamster first. I'll pop it playtime? Sorry. Just funny. Which part? Where? Give me some insight. Should there be a... No, I don't feel like making a hamster, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to have the hole enlarged like the hamster crawled through it. No, he is. You're correct. Alright, so we're pushing that back some more. You know, I think the tutorial will be out when it's ready to be put out. I know, it's just unfathomable. Who would have thought that it'd be out when it's ready? Just, it's got to be out earlier, obviously. You know, I'm going to say this again, even though I think I already said this. I was planning to release this tutorial by now. I was planning to release it in this month. But it's not releasing until April now. I'm just 100% honest here. I'm not releasing it until April. There's no point for me to push it forward because at this point with everything else, it just there's no reason for me to, you know what I mean? With the backroom stuff now next month, that's gonna be plenty of content, I would think. And if you all keep wanting to pressure me on it, I will push it back further. Try me. I dare you. I'm getting views from other content, so it's not like I need the PPT tutorials, you know what I mean? Or hell, if you're gonna play that game, I'll make it members only. That's also an option. And I thank you to the people who have actually been respectful about it. Like, I've gotten comments of people asking and being like, no worries, take your time. Thank you to those people, genuinely, because, you know, I appreciate it. But the people that just join live stream, barge their way in and ask about it before saying anything else, reconsider your choices, please. Have a little bit of humanity. That's all I want, just a tiny bit. This is interesting. That's somehow worse. Okay. Frick. I don't think this was terrible. Hey, Giovanni, I got a quick question for you. So why are you going to my moderators' channels and harassing them over a timeout? Just a quick question, just a real quick one. And I expect an answer, because the last person I asked this to didn't give me an answer. You wanna explain yourself? How do I make a hamster wheel? How does one do this? Oh, wait. Wait, I did do this, though. One sec. Oh, this world is gonna be so buried. Oh, where is it? Nope, that's the tutorial version for it. Where's the real version? There it is. Giovanni, any answer? You're gonna go quiet. My favorite PPT character? That's a good question. Between Prototype and Doctor. Doctor was just such a GLaDOS type character. Okay, so it's a block off the ground and it's just a circle. I think I can figure that one out. That's the second time it's done that this stream. I did it to Char earlier, too. Interesting. Oh, wait, I've got all day. You wanna answer to me why you're going into my moderators or onto my moderators' channels and harassing them after getting timed out? You wanna explain that one? Or would you rather never chat again on in this channel? You take your pick. Oh, I really am making a prison cell. Makeshift prison cell. Don't. It's probably my internet somehow. Hello, Happy. Interesting. Okay. Hello, Goofy. Give it a minute, Nathan. PPT5, I thought it was phenomenal. I am much in the opposite of the public opinion. I thought it was great. Definitely my personal favorite one so far. No, the trapdoor, it's in my way. That you don't need to ask anything about it. And regardless, trust the moderators. If they time you out, it's for a reason. And if I don't think the reason is valid, I will remove it myself. And this goes to everybody in this chat because this has happened twice too. I think it was you both times, was it not, Nova? It has now happened twice. Leave the moderators the hell alone. If they make a decision, trust it and just assume that they made the right call. Because again, if they didn't, I'll do something about it. Don't go begging to them and harassing them because you got timed out for your own actions. Take some accountability and understand that it's not that hard. The pin message tells you exactly what not to ask about. Literally, it's written in big letters. Just listen to it. I don't understand how that can be so hard to understand. Please. It's not like I'm asking you to, like, I don't even know, reinvent the wheel or something. Just... It's one thing. I don't know. Next person who does is getting hidden, by the way. Next person who goes after a moderator for getting timed out is getting hidden from the channel. So. Hello, Ronnie. Okay, what the frick else do I add in this room? Oh yeah, one of the big water bottles. That was the other thing that I was like, I need one of those. A water bottle. If I'm mad, you'll know I'm mad, Happy. I'm saying that much. I will not hold back particularly. Tutorial hopefully will be fun. I will say this, and remember this as well, chat. Ignoring when or whatever, you know, the release stuff for it, I am having a good time with it right now. The less I get pestered about it, the more I'm gonna enjoy it. So, you know, just... It's been chill so far, so... You know, let me keep having it, or... Let me keep it chill, or else it's gonna turn into just a not fun tutorial to follow, frankly. Hamster cage. Anything else? I mean, I'm not supposed to treat them well, but... Let me throw in some bamboo mosaic stuff. Just kind of as like some, you know, some rough points. We have some bits of like the wall in here. I don't care what kind of do you were trying to make it. It's... I gotta watch my words carefully here. I'm not trying to say anything bad, as in cursing. It's absolutely bonkers to go to another channel for something that happened here. That would be like... who can I pick on? I'm gonna pick on you, Nathan. That'd be like, Nathan said frick you to me in a, you know, in a FNAF Discord server, and I go to a Poppy Playtime server and start just like absolutely blackmailing the frick out of him. You know what I mean? Just like for no reason in an entirely different setting, just taking it out on him, even though he is not in that server. Like, it just don't do it. Just use a little bit of common sense. You don't do that to any of the moderators here. You know what I mean? Because I will know, and when I know, it's... You don't want me to know. That's all I'm saying. Yeah, poor catnap got degraded to pelt. Oh my god. You know, actually, I'm just now So I've made the spider show up, but how do I make the hamster show up? If the hamster not here. Maybe the hamster just, like, got out, it's free, loose in the wild. Wait. What if, hear me out, what if the reason that we're here is that the hamster got out into public and there was a news article about it, and they hired a detective to go into the facility to see what is going on, if they're still alive. That is such a stupid lore reason, but it's good enough that I'm writing it down. Hold on. Where is my doc? I can't spell. You're a detective called to the location after the news of a large hamster escaping the facility. And then this is why you're here. Okay, we're going with it. It's kind of stupid, but we're going with it. Hello, Spooky. I'll start bothering you, Char, don't worry. I'll start sending you memes or something, I don't know. I'll figure it out. No, it wasn't. I don't know why that word was used. Unless there was. I mean, maybe there was. I don't know. Nova didn't send me all of it, so. Okay, how do I make the hallways? The back ones. They should be like really just dark and dirty hallways. What do I do? Maybe like a dark brick, like deep slate. Brandon on maternity leave. What the hell? Yeah, no, these are gonna have to be one block hallways. That's tragic. Actually, that's fine, because then the animals can't escape anyway, even if they... What is this? Ugh. Okay, and that's going. It's got a dream, and it's gonna make it happen. Hello, Bucky. Yeah, me too, Happy. It's like, do that on your own. Do that on your own recognizance. Portal reference. Test on your own recognizance. I'll be right back. I'm still off by a block. It doesn't have to be aligned, I guess, but I'm making it aligned. You know what I'm saying? It's the build called Ivy's Incidents is the game name. The not official game name. Because it's not actually a game. But that's my name for the game if it were to exist. Does that make sense? It should make sense. Custom mascot. I mean, you're not wrong, Nathan, but you're not right either. You're that fine line between incorrect and correct. Okay, in line is where the bottom is. I only need to know that because this one is kind of floating, in, or gonna be floating in this guy. Name for it? Yup, the name that I just said would be the name for it. Chris. That's like the equivalent to mommy knows other ways to play with you. Just that all over again. Except in a Discord or whatever, something like that. It shouldn't be funny, but it's kind of funny. Is that it? That is it, yes. Okay. Now okay, I have room behind this one, so I can have a staircase up. Because well, actually, I should just have one staircase up that is for all of them. That might make more sense. Hi, T-Jock, you are... Mommy knows other ways to play with you. It's, okay, so... Hold on, let me get back to the front. Spooky. Giblet literally saved our life. I don't want to hear it. Twice. I don't want to hear it. He saved us twice. But anyway, it's a grocery store or a store of some kind that expanded into whatever else. There's probably more to it, but yeah, they have mascots at the store for some reason, and they genetically modified them to be large with the laboratory that I would actively be making below. And they went rogue, killed people, not everybody. This is an hour of joy, and the facility shut down. So, yeah. I guess the store shut down, and you're a detective coming back because there was news of a hamster escaping, and it was rumored that it was from this store, and it's from right there, and yeah. Hamster parts are really important. Because ugly? No, that's fair. The ending, not the beginning. Yeah, if only you were on the last stream, T-Jock, you'd actually know, so... From another game? What other game? Okay, so this should be caved in. Well, actually, no. Let me start like building these first. You know, I love the idea of the one-block tunnels that only one person can go through at a time. Yeah, that's true. At a time. It's the only part that I realized as I was saying that is Poppy Playtime is the Hour of Joy. The main difference that I'm trying to set myself with is the genetically modified part. You know, PBT don't have that going for it. They're literal kids. These are actual animals that got turned into larger animals rather than kids turned into larger animals. If that makes sense. Or I guess toys in PPT's sense. Yeah, no, why is it all our fault, for real? Yeah, it depends. I had a time to where I was banning people for saying it legitimately. But generally it's just a 24-hour timeout for this stream. And then on YouTube comments, I don't do anything because I like the algorithm and those comments help the algorithm. So, you know what I mean? I can take it. I can deal with it. But yeah. Yeah, no, that's actually completely fair. I'm not saying I do as well, but that's kind of a fair assessment, I would say, Jack. Minute to one? Not particularly, or not trying to. It also depends on, like, the circumstances, I guess, of doing, or what you are I guess, saying. Okay. I want to go revisit that one because the spider, I mean, because I am curious. All right, I webbed it off. Okay. I was like, it is just like a black void right now, so maybe I'll make a path for it later, but the issue that I'm also having, I don't need this sign in. Did I replace or delete, whoopsies, did I delete the owl? And I did delete the owl one. Did I delete the hamster one? I don't think I did. No, I did not. The issue that I'm kind of having is I don't want it to be perfectly linear. But I mean, how else would I do it with such a small area? Because I want you to specifically experience certain things in certain, orders. So how else would I really go about that? I don't really know. So I think it is going to end up being linear for the most part. I just have to deal with that. Yeah, totally, Gamga. Yeah, this is the Tokyo facility they mentioned. So, like, what do I do for this one and the other blocked off one? Alright, the other blocked off one's already not a problem. This one doesn't have anything like that, though, so... Maybe I just, like, fill it with water? Sounds like an interesting play. Just don't do it again, and we won't have a problem. If you get timed out, accept it. That's all I ask. Do I have an opening where the water one is over here? I don't think I... Oh, I do have it at least marked. Then yeah, I'll leave it marked like that because I might end up doing something with it. Like I might have the staircase up there on both sides from yesterday. Yeah, Nova. Hey, Kane. So giving me a flashback, but reminds me of that, something like that. I don't know. I butchered that so hard. But what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, I worked a little bit on 5 point whatever the frick, the Kang Decadence. I worked a little on the custom pool room sublevel and. Was there something else? I feel like there was. Oh yeah, 3999. Right. Nathan, that's such like a... I'm not calling you a child when I say this, by the way. That's not my intention, but that's such like a child move to do. Be like, hey, 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 hey. Hi. Just like... Your channel? You know, what do you mean? Okay. Alright, this one should be like a cave, kind of. Not really a cave, I'm just gonna make it rubble. Because I can't really be bothered to do more than that. This game is rage bidding me. Yeah, they just had a ketchup spill. But no, mass murder. So casually. Maybe casualier than it. That is grammar. Perfect, actually. As a child, see, I'm not saying all that now, so don't be mad at me, Nathan. Be mad at T-Jack, because T-Jack's bullying you. T-Jack's a meanie weenie. Isn't that right, T-Jack? I'm not gonna texture this too crazily, because I can't be bothered, but... You just get a little bit in there. Yeah, that's 3999, Nathan. I was working on the arcade for it. Emerald Aura. Hey, yo. I don't know how tall these need to be, but... Also, wait, oh yeah, I wanted to show the totally real ketchup. See, like, this part's pretty bad, you know? I might tone this down a little bit, because this doesn't really make as much sense to me as this room. This room tells most of the story, I think. Am I really exactly except for you and you return 10 years later? Yeah, little bit the wrong game. It is hard with how many Mascot horror games there are. Like, how do you make unique lore with one? You know what I mean? How do you go about that? But I think I have something at least unique enough to be separate from everything else. Okay. I feel like I should... Wait, are these the same? Oh my god, they are. But this one is multiple, does it not? No, it's just the... No, there should be 2 water ones, right? Oh no, maybe I'm just thinking that there were 2 in total. That's kind of actually convenient for me. Because I can connect these at the top. Real Mascot Horror is the friends we made along the way. So real. Hello. Oh my god. Kai? Am I correct on that? The lack of spaces in the ads just destroys my brain cells. When my eyes turn red. I don't know. Twin is just like... I kind of, at least personally, see it as like calling someone like friend, but not really. Something along the lines of that. I don't really know. Okay, which ones need... Is that a waterfall? It is. I know it's not a waterfall because it's wet. It's all wet. No, it's not. All right, this is where it drip. It do the dripping. Job and one, bro. I feel like I should just block these off. Rather than making an area up here. But I could make a secret area. I might as well go through the effort. It's not going to take that long. Well, the main question... I guess I could just have doors for each one that are locked. Or something. Because I'm not really sure how I would... change what I have to fit them. Yeah, maybe I'll do that. And then if I ever get bored and want to actually add an area up here, I can. Although I don't really think it matters that much. Warp. Warp. And then these two, or I guess this one and the other empty one would be blocked off anyway. Because a maid is the child of you. Totally gonna remember that I do this later when it becomes an issue. One block hallway is just throwing off my brain. I don't know why. Maybe because every other hallway I've ever made in the existence of hallways has been wider than this, but unless I'm making a vent or something. The PPT vent would like a word. But even then, that was kind of sort of wider because it had the stairs. Although the stairs didn't make the walking path wider. It just felt wider than a, you know, one of these. Copy. Come back. Here in the building. I have a power room. I should have a security room, though. That is a good point. Wait, did I add one? No, I had one. I did. Here, I'll show them both the rooms that I'm referencing. I need to remember which side is the front and which is the back. If I unhaul my way. Bold. I like it. Actually, I'll show the security room first. Because that one is closer. Security. Door lock / release. You got firearms. You got a book clipping through. That is so weird. Oh my god. A lectern on its own wood still. That's so strange. And you got TV hell. Guys, should we enter? A hall that doesn't go in a direction. Wouldn't every hall not go in a direction because it'd be going a different direction? Now, let's see what you look like. Wrong side out. That line and you repaid me by bringing in an outsider are my two favorite lines. Just the way he says them. So cool. By bringing in an outsider. It's about as good as I'm getting. Huge wacky facilities. See, but my issue is I would love this to turn into an actual game, so I don't want to do that. You know what I mean? Like, I want to keep it logical enough to where people could buy it as a thing. Like FNAF. FNAF is pretty buyable as a real thing. Unless you don't believe in spirits. That does kind of blow some of that up, but like as a base concept, being a security guard in a pizzeria overnight with animatronic characters that have AI that moves and they want to kill you. That's pretty believable, like, you know? PBT, I'm gonna be real with you. For me, right, I guess as far as believable in a Mascot horror game, it shouldn't be fully logical. What I'm looking for in logic is the facility, like, as a whole to make sense, and for the lore to be something that they could potentially try to scientifically do, like putting the kids into the toys. Like, as much as obviously that wouldn't happen in real life, because why would it? I think the idea kind of has some, at least some amount of validity to it. To where, like, yeah, okay, I can buy that as a concept for a place, you know what I mean? I guess that's more so what I'm looking for. The place itself to make sense, and the concept of it to be something sort of, not, again, necessarily realistic, but realistic enough for me to be able to give it a thumbs up. Birth the spring trap? What? Oh yeah, the guy that like vomited him up in 4? Right? I don't know the lore at all. Predicted AI. Okay. There's man killing kids and stuff them in suits, but they're just come alive. They're just there. Scare me more than being alive. Yeah. But I mean, could you imagine, right? If you're a night guard there and the animatronics are actually moving, like when they come to your office, you gotta smell that something's off with them, right? Little birth process. That's good. You know what that reminds me of, D-Jack? Not actually, but you know what it reminds me of? What's an AI? I'd say at least you have one, but you know, I'm gonna insult you if you're for real. I would rather have none than an AI one. Reanimal with the sheep. Another dimension. But like, I could buy it. You know what I mean? I could, not for it to happen in real life, but I could buy it as a concept for a game because it's interesting enough. And it still kind of can have some logic to it. Plus, then I guess that kind of diffuses the whole, oh, but that's too big for a facility situation because it's an entire dimension. Smack across her face and the rifle's broken. Yeah, no, I mean, once I see those things moving, I am putting in my 2 weeks, and I don't know what I'm doing, but I'm not staying around for long. I don't need to see what they're capable of. See you later, Bucky. Ah, yes. Text options are quite the trip. You know, what is the most and least survivable Mascot horror game, would you say? Like, anyone in chat have any answers to all that? Hello, Soldier Boy. You met. I feel like they would team up somehow. Depending on how advanced Freddy's AI is. Actually, Huggy would probably just try to beat the frick out of him. I don't think Huggy would want to make friends. Just don't go back. True. I mean, yeah, that's a good way around it. But like, if you had to be there, surely you could survive FNAF. Surely. Security breach especially, just hide in hide in Freddy's room or something. And if Vanessa comes by, just like hide behind the couch. Nova, you should totally work on the thing in this world. You know what I mean? Don't say it if you know it. We can't tell them. They can't know. Injuring workers. That's true. I like your thinking. You know, I'm at the point where I'm realizing with this already that this is still going to be, I feel like, illogically large. I mean, not illogically large, but who's going to dig out this much of a basement? I guess a lot of places would. Places. Got a bed? I thought about asking Horathon if he joined, but seeing as how he has not shown up. you know? Can't really ask him to do anything. Not again, Goofy. Demon Banban Springtrap or the Demon Amanda? Prototype, surely. With those sharp fingers? No! My glow lichen! No! I'll go fix it, whatever. It was literally one piece of glow lichen, too. I'm overreacting over one little piece. But it has to connect to the water source. That was the point. Actually, it already was. Whatever. I had it here. Okay, but realistically, who there can do anything against freaking knife fingers? Springtrap, maybe? But Demon Banban is folding immediately, and I don't even think Demon Amanda can do anything. So, hello, Jerry. Yeah, probably, Chris. You do also have to remember how big the prototype is. He big. He big. I just don't see anybody being on a comparable level to him. Can custom mascot horror game. That's about it. Currently I'm making a laboratory for it. Yeah, I stole PPT5's idea, even though I made it before PPT5 or started this before PPT5 came out. So they stole my idea. That is true, but to be fair, I don't think he expected that. I don't feel like he expected to just start getting absolutely destroyed, you know what I mean? Because why... Who in their right minds would start fighting him in that situation? Yeah, that's true. Throw Kissy in that fight and it's over. I think that's a fair assessment. Ultra random dude is durable. That is true. I do find that funny. We really just like... just went for a round 2 of crashing trains, I guess. I don't know. I'm gonna trim this down a block. It doesn't matter, I guess, but... This will be technically 3 blocks tall, since there will be a pipe at the top. He beats his own wife. I was watching Astral Spiff's Poppy Playtime and I just finished it, and he made an interesting point that was like, they can't fit a 6th chapter on the chapter screen, so they get a whole new row and go 10 chapters. I don't think I want them to be honest, but you know, if they go for it, sure, I guess. Hello, Farron, I want to say. The game said, I hope they do, eventually. I don't really feel like they would avoid something like that, though. Like, that's such a big part of the game that... I gotta turn it into something, right? Okay, how do I make a pipe in a one-block area like this? Grindstones would work other than on the turns, and I throw walls on the turns. But they won't connect, will they? Ah. How about just blocks? That, I totally grab that. I'm okay with this, yeah. It's an iPad kit. That is wild. Man, okay, hold on. Bloop. Right, I closed it? I don't remember what I did. Okay. Doo-doo. If there's anything that you aren't sure on... Okay. If there's anything you aren't sure on or something, Nova, that you want me to deal with, you can just, like, throw a beacon down wherever, and I can lose my mind staring at it later. Rack all the blood and gore, over age limits. They would find a way to not make it rated that way, though. Oh, that's crazy. No way, is that the... Oh, okay. Is that the real Nova Rover? Nova's working on secrets that you can't know, by the way. So don't ask me. Or else I'm gonna impale you with my finger knives. Not actually, I don't have knives for fingers. Believe it or not, like, I got pretty standard fingers, I would say. I got the... they didn't let me get the updated DLC version, so I just have to deal with the base ones. Map for me to build. Five Nights at Freddy's, all of them combined into one major location. It's never working on. You literally know, Chris. If anybody knows, it's you. Okay, what do I do with these? I don't think I should label them because it's funnier that way. Okay, I don't actually think I do anything with these, other than the fact that I'm now trapped in here. Because I can't break through the grindstones. Making. What do you mean by type exactly? Like location or... Alright, I needed to... Oh, well that ruins my plan, actually. That's fine, though. I can figure it out. Because I was gonna have the pipe go down this path and then break. And then there'd be water flowing from where it broke. But I can't do that if it's like that. Guess I can... do one of these. What the frick, prototype? What the frick? Let's have another hole or something of the like. Maybe I just actually do this. No. What do you mean? That was me, not him. That's a wild thing to admit to. Okay, the water is deadly, so don't touch it. Boop. Any other paths I need to deal with? No, I do not think so. I guess I could add the fence gates in all of them. I might as well. I'm sure I'm gonna close this one. I was gonna have them open, so it like was part of it or something, but man. That too much work. Winning events. This isn't an event, it's a hallway. It's vent sized maybe, but it's a hallway. I just don't have room to make it thicker than this, so you're gonna have to deal with a one block hallway. Why is it so thin? Because I didn't have room, man. Hold on, I'll show you. Look, I need the deep set brick on both sides, and just here makes it one block. It's American. It's not supposed to be. It's supposed to be built for the average employee of Scales, Stones and Scones, I think. That's what it's called. Also, what is... Okay, there's a 27th. I want to check something, because I know there's something coming up. And I need to remember the date for it, because I want to... As of right now, I should say... Something cool happens March 3rd. So 4 days from now. That might not stay that way, depending on the schedule for next week. I just put it there as kind of a placeholder, because I don't really have... room for anything else. But hello, Ethan. I think you guys will enjoy it. And then I guess it would technically be the day before that it would actually get teased or hinted at. I'm trying to go sort of realistic. I mean, obviously with Mascot Horror, there's got to be some twisted side thing to where it isn't technically realistic, but the place is realistic. I guess that's as far as you get. I gotta finish the, like, perimeter here at some point, too. Why do I have stone twice? What am I doing? Oh my god, what am I doing? What it is? Yeah, I wonder what it is, too. I have no idea. Dimly lit through the pipes. And the only other light I'll have, other than on the edges... You can probably assume what it is, but I was gonna say I haven't actually told you, Nova, so... Although, I guess for those of you who have been watching the Twitch streams, you probably know what it is. Because I mentioned it on one of them, because it's absolutely devious what I'm doing. Mascot. The main one is Ivy, who's an iguana. Cool, I'm not saying anything about it, exactly. So cool that you're not spoiling it, because if you spoil it, I'm gonna turn you into a spoon. And you wouldn't want that. If you had to be one kitchen utensil, what would you pick? Like, if you had to just for a day turn into one. I'd be like a ladle or something weird. Something that doesn't get used that often. A little spoon? You're already little, so that part is pretty much a guarantee. Yeah. Choo-choos Charles. Thank you, Ethan. I appreciate that. It is fun. Oh yeah, I should show the the Pomni statue on stream. T-Chuck, we can be spoon. Nova, are you gonna riot if I leave for 2 seconds to show Pomni off to the YouTube chat? I guess I could pull up the image, but that's more lame. Whee! Oh wait, I gotta add lights upstairs. Now that's not upstairs. That's also a hole in my confirmed to be a sex offender. Okay. I'm so happy for him and that he accomplished his dreams. Okay. Bloop. Because I don't know. Oh yeah, no. The copy there will probably give away what I'm... If you see it, I guess it would give it away. Can't you asking for a friend? That's crazy. Here, Pomni. I think it's by far my favorite statue I've done. She also tall. She a little tall. Lace is also short though, so maybe that's not a good comparison. Yeah? Yeah, T-Jock? In my Minecraft chat. If you were paying attention, you'd know. Unbelievable. And then here Jax. Yo, thank you, Spooky, for joining the membership. I should do member shoutout, actually. I'm not as big of a fan as Jax as I am Pomni, but I don't think he's terrible. I think his legs are a little weird, because I tried to make his, like, the bottom of his pants wider and his legs kind of thin as they got higher, and it just was not really working for me. But if you just, like, don't pay attention to that, his upper body and his head are fine. Yeah, I'm turning her into a spoon. Bubble statue. I want to make all the characters eventually. I just did these a couple days. When did I do Pomni? I think I did Pomni 3 days ago, and I did Jack. No, I did Pomni 2 days ago, and I did Jax yesterday. I think, or something like that. But yeah, again, they are certainly tall. You can see the PPT characters in the distance, but I mean, it helped me get the detail better, so I can't really complain. I don't want to show prototypes since I haven't touched it since last stream where I did show him. As Nova Rover rejoins, I should do member shout out. Thank you too. I wonder if you're gonna show up already. You should. Yeah, you do. Spooky. Thank you to Nate, Vidawesome, Michael, Game Bros, Jamie, BGA, Not Dreamy, Andre, Allison, Mahar, Sesame Productions, Firestarter, Pro Roxy, Howard, Bonnie, The Context Trilogy, Rachel Thurman, Nathan, Ender Guy, who was here. I don't think he still is. Shadow Gaming, Michael, YBG, Eric, Countryball, John, Zane, Max, Isaiah, Laserwolf, Spooky, Hey That's You, and Elijah for being our channel members. What's the number at? It says 29, but I think that's wrong. Hold on, I'm counting. 3, 6... Wait, what? Huh? I can't count, apparently. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6... 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30... 31! Wow. So yeah, I was off by 2. I figured since 2 had joined today. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. So if he connected the nerves there, theoretically... Yes, palm knee, definitely. If Prototype connected the nerves there, what does that imply? Oh yeah, I wanted to check what this looked like without night vision. Oh yeah, it's nice and dark. I suppose it should be. I don't know, maybe I should put torches in the ones of these that aren't blocked off. Like soul torches at the end or something. That doesn't actually make a difference. Because I feel like it should be darker here so like you can kind of go undercover, you know what I mean? I don't spot you. Yeah, he does. He does have 3. Actually, he might have a 4th. Who knows? You guys what my, I don't want to say theory, because theory wouldn't technically be correct. But, you want to hear my interesting, like, I guess hypothesis for what the prototype actually is? Like, his body, I mean? Not his, like, obviously we know what he is. But, like, where he got the legs from and the lower body. Because it's not the obvious answer. Maybe a can opener? Any reason, or just for fun? Under the legs like a horse. Oh my god. The name is Ivy's Incidents. Imagine using night vision. Imagine shutting up. I know you never could. Okay. But, I think the prototype's lower body is from a bee. Okay, I know it sounds dumb, but you're gonna have to hear me out. He got the bee, like the bee stinger going. You know what I mean? If you look at his back, he got the bee stinger. And then he got 6 legs as opposed to 8. Or game name, Ivy's Incidents in LOCD. Don't look it up, it's not real. At least not yet. I want to make it real. But I need the skill to do that first. Cat bee? Wait a second, you might be onto something. Hold on, what does cat bee look like? Cat bee, poppy playtime. That's not how you spell playtime. Cat bee has 4 legs. Maybe a different version of cat bee that would have 6. Because he absolutely has some sort of a stinger type thing on his boot. As in his booty, his butt, whatever you want to call it. I combined the two and it came out as boot, which just didn't really, you know? What's the horror name? Ghostface. There's a horror name. Okay. Anything else I need? I don't think so. For that part, at least. I should have one of the showers that PPT used, because that honestly makes sense for a laboratory. Said it twice? I did say it twice, back-to-back times. That is true. And I was not about to go for a 3rd. Oh, wait, no, I should push this back another block. But this door was the godsend during the massacre in this hallway. Yeah, no, don't tell Chris what to do. Only I can do that. Anyway. I'm not gonna have tutorials, probably. I don't really feel like that's something that makes sense to me. Although, since the whole thing is on Let's Build, if you really wanted to follow the Let's Build, you could. That's an option. It's a mangrove button? Sure, I'll do the same thing, whatever. Should I push it another block? I kind of feel like I should, just to have that, have some more breathing room. Since the other one does. So indecisive. It's okay, I want to be. Yeah, I'm mommy long legs, obviously. Mob entertainment, let me voice act, please. I'm gonna try to stay not much low. Like, I might go another floor down from this, but I don't think I will. If I do anything else vertical changing, it's gonna be back up. Because, like, this is the lower level, you know what I mean? Like, I have room for another whole level above this. Like, okay, realistically, how far down underground is this? Like, mathematically. If this is ground... If ground level's here, 25... I am currently at -5, so that'd be like 100 feet underground, not even. Doughy. What about Doughy? Please. Oh! I've done a few as I've streamed this, but I might do one towards the end of the stream, sure. Yeah, that'd be crazy. Is session music an actual command? Oh my god, it is. I didn't know that. Interesting. I'm not tired, you're tired. Go bed. If you insist. Alt F4 and finish the entire build instantly? No way, I gotta try that. For those of you who have watched the marathons, you'll know I do love myself some Alt F4. No, I don't feel like labeling this. I was gonna label it decontamination, but that's a lot of work. That's crazy. Is it that bad, really? What else do I want in here? Did I block those off? I did not. That's what I want to do then. Turtle man. No. Sure, why not? Yeah, having one or losing to someone with one arm is wild. I can't even lie. It's not stink discrimination, it's decontamination. True. Turtle's so close. You know, what should I stream tomorrow? That's an interesting question. You're right, I am inconsiderate. If somebody wants to know who did the game, they can look it up, to be fair. I normally will sit through credits on first playthroughs, but you know, when I'm doing an 8-hour stream, I wanna move on, you know what I'm saying? Stop making me tired, Nova. You're boring me over there. Yeah. Favorite horror game? Little Nightmares. Because that is, I think, horror. My bad? Yeah, it is your bad. You're right. Extra ideas for your game. Giant scorpion guy. You just see it. Hold until end. Oh, God. If players in this game make them all one line so you get all the info quickly. Exactly. Okay, what do I want this part to be like? Wow, that is a long hallway. I'm almost to the front of the thing. I should probably turn and start taking this space under it. I would like to stay under it fully, if possible. Which, I mean, it should be. It's not like I have that much more I really want to do with this. There'll probably be the laboratory where you find all the secret stuff, and then, I don't know, you get chased or something. And then you leave. Right? I don't want to... it's weird, because I don't want to, like... Ending it at 1 just seems kind of weird, like that. You know, like, it seems like every Mascot horror, it's like, oh, and now you're deep in there. But I don't really want to do all that. Because I could always do, like, other locations. Like, I had the idea of a warehouse. Founder of this place being a boss. just some guy. I could have a guy that, like... got exposed to the chemicals and, like, grew or something. It grew his organs out of his body. Like, it grew his innards, but not his outards. That sounds horrifying, actually. I wonder how I could incorporate that, potentially. Okay, I'm gonna do a long room here. Oh, no, I copied the wrong thing. Really? I hit C? That's where I hit X. Give him a cliffhanger? Yes, of course. But it's like, realistically, okay? I'll actually do the walkthrough now because it's a good leeway to talk about it. I'm not done with some of this, by the way. I'll have to revisit it. But, like, you come in here, okay? You go through this door since it doesn't exist. You're in here. You find the key. Somewhere out here. Wherever it may be. And then you go back here. Turn on the power. Yippee. And then you would need, I guess, another key or something to get in there. But now this is open, so you can go in here. Get the bathroom key, because you need a key to go to the bathroom now. And then leave. Somewhere, something with the big tree, yeah, somewhere out there. You go in here. These are just side rooms, but they're here. Every time I come in here, I forget that flickers, and then it scares me. You got the bathrooms. And then you got the security room, which would unlock that door over there. You got this. The logs. Oh, I really like writing logs, huh? You got more side rooms. You got this area. The freezer with the dead guys. All of the murders they've committed or something. And then you keep going. You get the bakery. Okay, I mean, this is decently long. And then you would need something from here to move on, I guess. No, you wouldn't. I'd figure out something to make you have to. Maybe, like, to figure this out or something. Like, it gives you a note that tells you where this is. Spider. There is a spider, actually. Wait, what? Okay. This world I'm basically not letting people join at all for a while, and you'll understand why soon. Here's the spider room, though. But then you got all these side rooms. That one's blocked off. Hamster. Is this one also? No, it's the other one on this side. Ah, yes, the penguin, according to everybody in chat. Another blocked off room. This one. And then you go into... I mean, that's honestly decently... Like, that's a decent length. You know what I mean? Already? So I guess I'm not worried about it being too short. It's not like that's an hour long. Like, it's probably 40 minutes, 30, 40 minutes, if even. No, probably not that long. It depends, I guess. But I was like, it's gonna be like it's gonna be PPT 1 where it's like 5 minutes. But no, I think it's a little longer than that. Yeah, you can't join because of Nover working on a secret project. That's the main reason I'm weird with this one right now. Backrooms is an entirely other conversation. I actually don't let people join backrooms unless they're in the project, because I'm trying to keep most of that secret. I don't want people seeing it, you know what I mean? You'll understand why later, I think, because I have a valid reason. Hello, Lucas. I am glad you enjoyed it. And hopefully you also have a good day or night. At a wasp? Do I have anything flying? Oh no, I guess the owl flies. So true. Maybe I'll play with that idea later. I got these two that are enclosed, so I could do something with these. I don't know what, but... Special? Most of that is Discord, to be honest. But sometimes I will let people join. Like, there should be... After that March 3rd video, there should be an opportunity for you all to help on something in this world. Okay, before you meet the monster. Should it be longer? Yeah, see, I just... But then it's like, especially, again, in this situation for me, right? And maybe you have the same issue, maybe you don't, Chris. Where do you go from here? You know what I mean? Like... Welcome back, Giovanni. How do you... Because how would you open a door for a chapter 2 in a situation like this where you might not want one? I guess is what I'm trying to imply. Because I'd want you to get out of the facility, but also that would just be an end, you know what I mean? That'd be too short of an adventure. I don't know, maybe I could end it with something about like another place and be like, there's another facility on the outskirts of town. Go there or something. Seriously, am I filling your tutorial? Here in 16 days, but in the PPT1 map. Yup, definitely how long it takes. Yeah, to be fair, is this name close to my YouTube tag? Is that even remotely close? You can't use that as your point. That is not Joe's Matthew. So don't make that argument. Hello, Nathan. I'm sorry for laughing at you guys, but I'm also not, because like you guys jump to conclusions in these situations that are just really funny for reasons like that. Doesn't look love braids. I loved her character. I thought she was great. I thought the quote-unquote ventriloquist concept was very interesting. I don't blame you, Goofy. I would do the same. No, Candy. Not Poppy. She's always been his favorite. It always is towards you, Nova. I'm so sorry. Hopefully you know when I'm directing anything, it's not serious. Because I feel bad. You are always caught in the crossfire somehow. I would like... Well, you can do that. Sure, why not? I'm okay with that. If you want to go in there, I guess. Let's see what you look like. Wrong side out. The fact that Nova isn't Nova because the Minecraft username. Yeah, I mean, that's true. Can't argue the facts. Guess I could do like this. It is, yeah. I'm actually, there's an eye in the sky. You just can't see it. I don't know, for those of you who haven't seen the Twitch streams, where I do that, it's quite fun. I've actually recorded on Twitch streams with the eye in the sky for time lapses. I did it for... What did I do it for? Something recently, and then something a while back. I don't think it was PPT3, but it might have been. I don't know what else it would have been, so... Shattered. The prototype got leaked, so that didn't surprise me. It only surprised me that the leak was real, since everybody in the server was saying it was fake, Chris. Sorry, you're the only one here I can pick on. Hold on, I didn't see your Chapter 2 ID, though. Give me a sec. But I was surprised by Poppy getting KO'd. Discord. If you... Are you in the server, Spooky? Because I can manually verify you if you can join. Because I don't know which part you're struggling with, if it's the joining or the actually verifying. Never lies. Yeah, they lied that time. But no, it was more so, man, I would say, than you, that I would be blaming. Chapter 5 song? I haven't. I don't really listen to game songs anymore. You can have it where Chapter 2 is like on a site power plant where they make the chemical growth serum. I'm thinking a warehouse where they do that, like a shipping company, kind of. That would have at least that in its possession. But I kind of want to have, like, the laboratory here. You know what I mean? Chum, you mean? Patrick? Hold on, I need to go to chest plate and another right ingot. Because I want to try some of these for these suits here. The, like, hazmat suits. Where's smithing table? There's smithing table. Prototype. I don't think that's what he was doing, but maybe. You haven't even started working? God, what are you, a slacker? Okay, this one is good. I do like this one, but I want to see if better option exists. Because that's grammar. Okay, I know what Sentry looks like. I don't want that one. Wild, Coast, Dune was the one I tried. Wayfinder, Shaper, Razor, Host. That looks like a firefighter suit. No. I do like that one. Wait, no, that was not the right one. That was this one. I did not like you. I do like you. Okay, well, all of them are just gonna be that, huh? Ooh, actually, you might be the best. No, you're better. Okay, I'm just gonna go with this one. What was it? Razor. I need 3 more. Verifying. Give me your user, Spooky. Just like throw it in the chat, please. Unless it just is Spooky. I think I actually think I might have seen you join at some point. Hold on. Maybe not. Maybe I'm dumb. It is just Spooky? Okay. Let me see. Members. I don't need all that. Spooky. That's not how you spell Spooky. I found you. Boop. Edit roles. Where member? Dare member. Okay, you should be able to speak now. You should have legal permission to speak. Coffee's brother. I did know that. I saw that tape as well. I got pretty much, well actually I shouldn't say pretty much. I did get all the tapes in the chapter. I know there were like 2 of them I didn't get on stream, but I got them now, so. That looks very strange, but I'm gonna just go with it because it's fine. Actually, I'll have one naked, and maybe one half naked. Wait, no, I should just have one naked, and then there'll be the guy later that exploded. That has the suit on. Good products for the hour of joy. I did get that one on stream. That was one of the 8 that I had gotten on the replay. I'm just gonna tell you, actually. I wasn't gonna say, but tomorrow you'll get a video of all the tapes. Me finding all, not finding all of them, but me showing where all of them are and just listening to all of them with basically silence. So you don't have to hear me yap. But yeah, since I did that for chapter 4 and I really enjoyed doing it, I figured I'd do it again, and I again had a very fun time. It was honestly chill to just like sit down for, I think it took me 2 hours, 2.5 hours, and just, you know, play the game in silence, not having to pay attention to a chat or not have a reason to play it other than to find them. Just kind of, you know, chill and play it. And find all those. I did use a guide for the 2 that I missed. One of them I did know because I saw it in a video, but I didn't know the last one, which, of course, I missed the one that was talking about Miss Gracie during the Hour of Joy. I just had to miss that one. From an angry pink best friend. That's one way to put it, Ethan. So starting the game with the background area. Until 5. Small cave. Wow, how original a cave. I'm joking, by the way. I mean, you know what I mean, but still. I should have offices down here. You know, what if I... no, I can't. With the way that I have it, I can't. Well, no, I guess I could have you go through the laboratory and then through the offices. Maybe you have, like, a lab room on either side. And then, like, on this side, you would have offices beyond that. And then this side, you would keep going. And maybe you need something from the offices to keep going on the other side. Like a door key or something. Jesse is Lily Lovebraids? Yes, I'm aware of that. Do you know how she became Lily Lovebraids, though? Because that's what the tape talks about. Kind of. There's that and a note that basically tell you. You're welcome, Spooky. I try to be helpful. Especially, you know, you've been respectful and chill, so... I have no reason to be like, actually, sorry, I can't do anything for you. Tough luck. Hello, Vortex. I built us a home and kept us safe. and you repay me by bringing in an outsider. I can't wait. I did it before. An outsider. That's as good as I'm getting. I feel like I shouldn't do that for my voice, but I mean, it hasn't... I haven't lost my voice doing it yet, so it's fine. Well, that's not very kind of me. There we go. Just a brick sewer hallways and pipes. Not pipes! Not scrolling event. Black. Leak is black blood. Oh, that's great. As bad as Miss Gracie, that is true. Although the point that I was trying to make, you better like me. The point that I was trying to make was spoiler alert for PPT 5. Not really it's not like an ending spoiler, but the prototype during the Hour of Joy, or the toys during the Hour of Joy found her, and the prototype turned her into Lily Lovebirds. Because they literally say in the audio that death was too good a fate or something. Or death is too good a fate for you. Papyrus? Sands? Where? Okay. I don't feel like he did much killing. I feel like he oversaw everything, but I don't think he was doing the murder. Cosmos Cruises locked in the closet with you. Can you? I know you can actually. So I was interested what happened, because in that cutscene, you know, you would leave the bed open generally, so Lily will just walk in and start consoling her. But you actually can close the bed and she'll open it back up in the cutscene, which is very interesting. I didn't think she would do that. But I was like, I wonder what happens, because surely it'd be a different cutscene, right? But no, it is the same one, just with that change. Happened. Was she, though? Because why would they make the person that is gaslighting the toys into wanting to become toys into a toy? Well, wait, no, there is something about her that's a note. Unless that is the prototype note. Because there's a note that explains the prototype doing it, and then there's one that talks about her hair, but I don't think that one was prototype written. I feel like that was just like a general thing. Is that right? Java, not Python. Log you will give it minus a follow. Brutally impaled. Hey, kind of like us. Okay, they weren't planning Gracie. I see. That makes more sense. But then instead it ended up being her anyway, because elbows him. I'm just gonna bring this all the way through, whatever. By the way, I don't really have an idea on that. Actually, I'll show you one area. Because for now, like, I don't have any movement, but they kind of are just here, you know what I mean? Like, they're just kind of built out of blocks. They stagnant. I'll show you the main one, because I forgot to show during the tour. Oh, my virtues are for your fire. That was abysmal. I love that line so much, though. I gotta find it, because I kind of have it hidden right here. Whoever looks weird. You have a something. I got Ivy right here. If you happen to find this vent, she fly by in this very bloody hallway. Did I miss the memo? Why is Chum being called his name but without the H? Nice, thank you, thank you. You know, I've thought about trying to see if I could, like, get a genuine, or an actual... I don't want to say industry, what's the word that I'm looking for? Like, an actual company to make this a real game for me, rather than me having to do the work, because I'm lazy. But I'm like, who could I? It's an idea that I'm playing with, but I'd have to consider more, I think. I'd probably have to finish this, actually. But, like, you know, be like maybe an overseer for ideas, but since I can't actually do frick all, programming-wise, don't be the one doing that. Yeah, excuse me? You ever see? See, if you had the ability to, sure. Part the bones, I'm not. I guess I did pull a Poppy playtime with that. They eaten well. That's all I'm saying. At least probably, I don't know. I didn't think about it too hard. But that would be my guess, that they, you know, they picked him clean. It shouldn't be funny, but I think it's only funny because of just the unhingedness. They are hungry. Well, they're not toys. They're actual animals. And if they grow in size, their stomachs also grow in size. So. Poppy deserved to be held like that, for real. Well, I'd still like to point out all of this could have been avoided if she just let us leave. Manager, and then head scientist. Head scientist. Ah, frick. Would yellow look bad? No, yellow looks fine. I was worried about on the payload. Need to eat. You do have a point, no. Although I'm guessing that the logic is... Oh, wait, this is visible now. They would have stomachs? Still? Unless they can... They can't. Maybe they can, actually, excrete. I don't know. You're hurting me. What the hell am I gonna do? Well, Prototype doesn't want to hurt Poppy. You have to realize that. So... And I think, I think that is something Poppy is well aware of, so she's gonna try to stop him from doing that. But clearly that one tape said otherwise. Get full no, bro. I mean, yeah, bro, I guess. I don't know. Find someone else to save your alleged orphans. I can't do this no more. Yeah, and then for the proto to be like, I did what I had to. They're in a better place now. So I'm here for nothing, is what you're telling me. Are we serious right now? You actually made me go through all that for nothing. Yeah, I don't want to inspect. Someone is surviving living down here. Like tunnels in different rooms to stay hidden. Maybe. The only thing that makes me iffy on that is I have the the very much implication that the toys have been digging, or not the toys, God, you all have me saying toys now. The animals have dug their way out of a couple of these, like the spider is gone, the hamster's gone. So, like, you know, you would probably assume that it was them before a person. To fight Pomni on steroids. That's pretty accurate. See you later, CD. I'm trying to find a way to logically make that work, Chris. I mean, they'd be dead regardless, I think, at this point. Probably absolutely buy the prototype. I think I've said before I hate the fights in Mascot horror games and stuff, but I honestly loved the Kissy one. I thought that one was phenomenally. That one just like shocked me, to be honest. But I thought it was kind of justified. Wait, what if I had the hideout? Handmade tools. Where's they're trying to make them? I could have the guy that has expanded from the chemicals be that guy. But he'd just be dead now. Well, I think if you've seen the one tape like towards the beginning of the chapter in the Audimal section, you'll kind of understand why. Poppy has always been nice to Kissy, it seems like. This better look like Ludwig's room. Okay, well, if I did this instead, it would make more sense. Get a new genre, place time play. Place called Playtime, go wish me luck. Oh, Lord. I would love for a lot of these, like, popular Mascot horror games to actually make real locations. Not, like, the same, you know? I don't really want... I'm not really feeling, toy or kids being put into toys and made alive. I'm not feeling all that, but just, like, have the main location a thing. Because imagine how cool some of these would be. Playco would be awesome to visit. Again, if you take away all of the the murder and the prisons and stuff. The cannibalism? I mean, could, I guess. If you're trapped down here, why wouldn't you? Have him surviving in the manager's office and have the manager's office buried deep in the labs. Dude's giant corpse. I guess I could have it locked, and then maybe later you get like a key or something and you can open it. Like you have to backtrack for it. That's an interesting idea. Because like it's right here, you know? I'm not really moving it at this point. Maybe I have it the way out, because I feel like you should have to see it. Maybe not. I don't know. I have enough other areas that could be secrets. Like, this whole tunnel system is useless. Literally no reason to go in here. Unless I made, like, an ID card or something in there that you needed to open the door and keep going. Reunited then hug you. You killed. Yeah. Poor Wugster. Yeah, okay, that cannot happen. Some production zones, nice. Hey, you're stealing my idea with the lab. I'm just kidding. What do I want the floors in here to be? Maybe carpeted. Maybe like a blue carpet. I realized that after I broke it, I was like, wait a second. Timber. Over to the warehouse. I could. Or maybe that's where the note is or something that tells you the warehouse exists. Because do I want them connected? That's something I have to consider. Go bed part 2. I'll sleep it off. Bigger bodies? Oh, hell nah. The warehouse should be behind. And I'm in front right now, correct? Yes, I'm in front. So, what if I had another manager's office? Or maybe you have to go... It'd be kind of diabolical if you had to go all the way over here, find something, go back to there, and then go back again. You know what? There'd be interesting grounds for a chase scene. Because, like, you'd go all the way down and be like, okay, gotta go back to the manager's office now. And then you would go through whatever. And then once you, unlock the door, you come here and, like, I don't know, like an animal crashes through the window or something. And you gotta run back through the area. Guess I thought of it? Oh, wow. Except, yeah, you should accept, Ethan, totally. And then, yeah, you would at the end, I guess, pop up out here. I'm okay with it behind it. I just don't want it the direction that the manager's office would go. You just calling them random scared guys? Oh my god, what? Are you talking about the rolls? The mac and cheese ones? From the iguana? Yeah. That would make the most sense. The other thing, Chris, and maybe you have an idea, maybe you don't. Where would I go from this point with the mascots? If I'm going to be in the warehouse. Well, I guess if they're connected, they could follow. Maybe I have, like, the hamster and the spider. The 2 ones in the walls. Yeah, they could have dug out to there. Well, no, the hamster... The hamster would have escaped, so the hamster is probably out of the question. No, I could have 2 blocked off rooms. But I don't want to just, like, abandon the iguana. The warehouse. Yeah, that's an interesting idea. I need to find a way to close it off at the time, though. Well, I guess I could just have it a locked door situation. But I'm kind of running out of the amount of locked doors I can reasonably use. Do what I'm doing, maybe. Start with, like, a decontamination room like this. You know, have some labs. Okay, that's a... Of course I picked that one. Have some lab suits, and then, you know, just, like... lab rooms. I don't really know. I haven't gotten there yet, so... Failed experiments. Shaft. I mean, the spider could just dig through. Because the spider right now, at this point in time, is... over here somewhere. The spider's, like, here, I think. Right about here, right? No, further up. Yeah, the spider's there. So, I mean, the spider just go back down and follow you there. And then Ivy, I'd have to figure out if I would... if the idea of just following you through the elevator would make sense. One of us can climb, right? To an extent, yes, but they would need something to be able to climb with, like a grate or something. Wait, that'd be an interesting idea. Have, like, one side of the, like, the kind of gated elevator that is at the end of Ruin, I guess, and then have that, like, have the iguana just hanging onto that. Animals just flying is dangerous and risky. Think they care about the risk? Let's be real spooky. The point is for it to go wrong. But I do want to do a zoo. A zoo is another idea I could play with. Different environments. I do have the like enclosures for them. But those are more so to test how the actual stuff works on them. Yeah, I might need to sleep on at least the lab idea. Hi, Nathan. Are you? I didn't know you were Nathan. No way. I never would have guessed that. You know, I could do another lectern desk here. Look from bottom. Sure. Wasn't where my mind went, but sure. Monster throw him off his crazy. You have the Zuby chapter 3. Yeah, I guess I could do that. 1 would be the store, 2 would be the warehouse, 3 would be the zoo, and then that would be it. I don't want to go further. I mean, I could go further than 3 chapters, but I wouldn't go more than 3 locations. Because I guess I could do stores 1, warehouses 2 and 3, and then zoo is 4 and 5. If I wanted to do it that way. All right, Nathans, you guys play rock paper scissors, and whoever loses gets thrown off the ship, Among Us style. Start in the first place. We're a detective, okay, and the large hamster escaped and is out loose, and people were rumoring that it is from this closed store location, and so we came to investigate. Don't worry, we came with no weapons, so we're good. No gun or anything. Came with a flashlight. That's better than most characters tend to do. Welcome back to the store, but after the animals broke free. Escape chapter? Oh god. I wouldn't want the zoo directly connected though, I don't think. I mean, I guess it would make sense, huh? Just have all the land. Well, if it would be this warehouse behind, maybe zoo would be to like the right side and it'd be like back right kind of. I can have it all one giant plot, sure. Instant? No, I don't. You can't make me. Another tree that has grown wildly out of proportions. Came with a flashlight, determination, and a notepad. Oh my god. Town around it? That would be after it's like a kind of done thing to do, you know what I mean? Like once I'm far enough to feel like that would make sense to do. Can overtime? A can of overtime. Do I get paid for it at least? Or I'll have a little dude sitting on the shelf, why not? Wait. Alright, Chris, let me ask you this. Would it make more sense for the scientist or the manager to be the one? Because I feel like the scientist would make more sense, no? The manager's just some guy. Scientist actually knows what's up with. Well, I guess no. If he would have consumed it, the manager would make more sense. Because the scientist would know not to consume it. So that would make more sense. Gwen's gonna be like, oh my god, he's journaling at me. Oh my god. Oh my god, he's scribbling notes. Scariest thing one could do. Called a, Mommy said I'm special, and when I grow older, I'll be put in this really fun place called a mental hospital. All done? With what? Which part? All of it? You finished the whole thing. Good job. Are you talking? Oh wait, are you up to the end of the footage, Nover? Is that what you're saying? I don't know how much it was. So. 45-year war. Oh my god. Europe. Nice. Good job. Now go get more. I'm joking. I'm not going to make you deal with that. Unless you really wanted to for whatever reason, I wouldn't stop you. But also, I would need to replay that anyway, I guess, to get it. So. What if both of these offices were locked? And that in order to escape, you had to go into both. No, I want that to full block. I guess I'll just do that, whatever. Yeah, I would rather it sound like a person than a monster, I think. Then again, I would really rather neither, but if you are forced to choose, then just say you're poor, it's okay, no. I'm joking. Yippee! Pool! Yippee, yippee, yippee! How much dripping does that do? Plenty. I guess I should... You said you were broke. You didn't say you were poor. There's a difference. Plants that are enormous, no room for the testing. Seeing flowers, teeth covering walls, and have teeth because they eat. Oh god. Well, couldn't I do that in this laboratory? Would that not make more sense? Same according to Owlbrand? Okay. Nover, teleport to me, because... Alright, it's been 2:40, not 2:20. Should I end then? It's only 4:40. Nah, I'm not gonna end yet. You can teleport to me and entertain chat if you want for a minute. I'll be right back. No, please don't shoot. Yeah, you're all the animals, Chris. Well, actually, no, because we don't have a gnome one. Sorry. You missed? How? Clearest shot of your life. Oh yeah, watch this. Oh, darn. I'm still here, spooky. Look at guys, look at how short Nova is. She's short. Absolute shorty. I gotta crouch. Not actually. It's your hat brim is kind of taking me out right in the eyes, but thankfully I got sunglasses on for extreme. No, it didn't. It's still alive. Shut up. Just venting. It's crazy. Can't believe you'd break my stream like that, Nova. And the ceiling's dripping. Not like I just did that 5 minutes ago. We'll be here. It's gonna be... No! I miss. Chris. Was there? Wait, hold on. Which one? I don't think I did. This map wasn't one of them. Well, yeah, it doesn't have an actual teleporter, so you'd have to click one of the mysterious command blocks. Like on the base floor? Hold on. I'm following you, Nova. There wasn't... Oh, wait, I know what you'd be talking about. I don't know if those exist, though. I'm breaking through the window. Oh my god, my window. Duck. Are you a duck, Chris? Fish. Hamster. Axolotl. Mice. Wait, I have all of these. That a lot of them would have escaped. Chinchilla. Jake the jellyfish. Are you having fun time with the spider? How in the... That's a little weird looking. Okay. Have fun, Nathan. Yeah, I mean, okay, well, a lot of these are water ones, but, like, they're more hamster. Wait, so there's 2 hamsters that are loose. That's terrifying now that I'm thinking about it. You know, there's some interesting lore with the ones that I have broken here, because I would have implied before that these are, like, that is this one, you know what I mean? But wouldn't, this would be the other one, so that one would free these ones, and these ones would be normal-sized. At least before. But now they'd be large. Oh, that's terrifying. So you just fight an army of giant spiders. The chinchillas are free. The hermit crabs are free. Hermit crabs don't live in water, right? Their land? Warning, dangerous. So anyone have any idea of what to build? Should build Five Nights at Freddy's 3. Fighting an army of giant mantis men. Just head to the next chamber. You'll know when the test starts. How do I make like a... Sure, give this guy a piglin head. See you later, Nathan. Have fun. I'm funny. You're hilarious. I don't really think there's a good way to capture what I want with this. I hate it. Yeah. It's a dame. There's a lot of videos every while. I always try to keep ahead with building. You know, like I'll always have, you know, 7 or 8 city builds even just ready at any time. And normally I'll record multiple videos whenever I'm not streaming, so I have enough to just kind of disperse one a day throughout the week. And yeah, and then like time lapses and stuff are a whole other conversation, because I record those like fully. Ooh, I can't touch that wall. But yeah, it's really just having a lot of time and using that wisely. Thank you, Spooky. I appreciate that. Seems like this year, at least so far, the algorithm has been kinder to me than it has been in the past, which is always good to see, because it has been quite the slow journey up, at least before this year. Any like kind of what composters, like as an in-between block? You know what? Sure, actually, that doesn't look half bad. Huge stock of cookies in a bakery that is a turtle. It's an oven. Yup. Don't eat them, please. They're my cookies. And I'd be really sad if you ate my cookies. It's radioactive for some reason. My cookies! Yeah, I did say they're radioactive. Pretty underrated. Chapter 2 wasn't the best and very buggy. I didn't like the chapter. Oh, and she did. I enjoyed the chapter overall, but yeah, I don't know if she was my favorite enemy, but she was pretty good. I guess I didn't have any complaints about her, you know? Hello, darling, I think. Am I pronouncing that correctly? Am I pronouncing that chiropractor? Yeah. Wrong block. There we go. Correct block. Yeah. That does about what I wanted it to, which is good. Hello, Ruprichi. I think I'm somewhere in the ballpark, hopefully. I never know anymore. Reading is hard. Guts on the floor. Poor guy never saw it coming, except he definitely would have felt that. I feel like, you know, if you end up on the floor like that, your insides, you probably are feeling that before it's fully happening, you know? I don't think it just like suddenly suddenly happens. Nope. Ew. Hey, leave him alone. He's on the floor. Literally. Parts of him that are on the floor are parts that should not be on the floor. Hello, Georgie Bros. Yeah. Nah, I feel like there should not be electricity. Where is school and other things? No, that's... Don't worry, I get it. I kind of figured you were. Trust me, I know you're active when you are able to be for the most part, you know? Sure, why not? We can live with this. And then maybe you just like take his laptop with you. So just don't stare. Thank you. I didn't even notice that. I thought you were talking about the other staircase, but I forgot I had a stair there. I'm very busy, yo. Sounds like fun, I think. How is the lighting right now? How is it feeling? I'm okay with this being a little bit brighter. Because it kind of should be. Except for that room. Dude, I'm sorry, but like if I walked into this IRL, I'm probably passing out. Oh my god. Some of the rooms I've made in this project are unholy. Like this one over here, oh my god. If I walk in here, it's over. You know what I mean? Just, oh my god. I am not holding back, apparently. Ah. I think I better get Sonic, yo. I want Sonic. Any other rooms that have been... Oh yeah, the freezer room. Yeah, no, it's something. You know, I am realizing though at this point, like I think that room has brought to my conscience. If this were to be a real game, this would not be particularly PG. Again, like this room, you know what I mean? Like no. It just wouldn't be. But I guess I don't really need it to be. You know what I mean? I'm okay with not holding back. Been building your PPT-1 map pit room builder today? Nice. That sounds terrifying. Where are you? Now you're running around. What are... Oh, you're in the halls, aren't you? You know? Yep, you are. And you're dead because you touched the water. Good job. 10 out of 10. Well, that feels like a good point to end, assuming my internet will... Yep, there it goes. That seems like a good point to end, I think, since we got that done. And now we actually have the actual laboratory left. Like the true science stuff, which will be very interesting. And then, yeah, I'll have to figure out... Because I want it L-shaped for sure. The water kills you. Yeah, Nova, the water is laced with the chemical. All of it is. So don't touch it. If you touch the water, you turn into the creatures. You expand. And pop like a balloon. Facility exterior, give me custom idea. What if you did an indoor theme park? Like Great Wolf Lodge, but better. I honestly think next stream we can kind of get to a point to where... I think the plan for this right now is get to the end of this chapter, quote unquote, and then go back through and texture and detail everything, which is going to be fun. And then after that, we go... touch up some other things that need to be touched up, figure everything out, maybe actually figure out how long it would be as a game, and then get from there. Because, like, you know, I've done a lot, but even then, proportionately, and I've realized this while building PPT, like, it may take you an hour to make an area that only takes you 20 minutes to, or 10 minutes to go through. You know what I mean? Okay, bye, I guess. Guess I should do one of these. But yeah. Tomorrow there's going to be another stream. I don't know what yet. Do I? I had an idea. It might be FNAF. I want to line myself up with the tile. Hold on. Come on. I don't know why I'm doing this. No, I'm still off. That's too much, isn't it? Yeah, oh my god. Good enough. When's the next stream? Tomorrow. And it'll... I don't know. I don't know what it'll be yet. FNAF is a possibility. Batum 3 is a possibility. Those are probably the two most likely. But anyway, thank you guys for watching. But if you guys did enjoy this video, have a fantastic rest of your day. or night, and I will see you on the next one. Peace.